I saw this disturbing news about APC cautioning PDP, okay? Telling PDP that they should allow Jonathan to rest, to enjoy his retirement, not to lure him, not to compel him to run for 2027 presidential election, okay? Now, quickly, let's take a look at the story on Punch newspaper. It says, the All Progressive Congress in Lagos State has advised the People's Democratic Party to allow former President Goodluck Jonathan to enjoy his retirement from public office in peace rather than luring him into the 2027 race. The party spokesperson Seye Oladejo gave the advice in a statement on Tuesday in Lagos following a declaration by Jerry Ghana that Jonathan will contest for the presidency in 2027. Now, after seeing this post, okay, by Punch, I was like, between Goodluck Jonathan and President Tinubu, who's supposed to be at retirement at this point in time, looking at their age. But before we come back to that, let's quickly listen to what Jonathan has to say about democracy in Africa. I'll be right back. Ensure you subscribe to the channel if you've not done that.
So we Africans must begin to look at governance. The problem in Africa is our electoral system. People manipulate the elections to be there by all means. If we are doing proper elections and if you are not doing well, people will vote you out. We may not even ask this question. Because those who are not doing well, the population will vote them out. But in this case, people use government instruments to perpetuate themselves in power, even when the people don't want them. But it's always a difficult question to answer. Don't even ask me because I don't have answer. But let me really thank all of you for this. We even talk about youth leadership. And one thing I personally believe is that the youth, may be wrong, are not necessarily looking for political offices. Why it appears like a country like in Nigeria, why it appears as if it is the political offices, that is the only business in the country. Where the economy is doing well and young people will find jobs or find businesses that will do, most of them in politics will not even go for politics. I was just an assistant director when I was approached to become a deputy governor of my state, and I was extremely reluctant. It's a story for another day. But if it is like, maybe if I had no job, I would have jumped on it 2 times. But because I had a source of income and I was happy with what I was doing, I never wanted it. So I believe the young people themselves, is because of the economies of our countries that this issue of the youth restiveness and so on is becoming so pronounced. So even civil society should interrogate this. In Nigeria, we have experienced young people that have managed the country. Of course, the First Republic, I cannot say their ages, but looking at history and the ages of those people as the time they died, they were very young people. After the death of the First Republic, the military took over, and they were young military officers. In fact, Gowon, who was the first military head of state, was a bachelor. He was not even married at the time he became head of state. He was 32 going 33, a young bachelor. He was our president. In my state then, Rivers State, because then Nigeria had 12 states, the SPIF was 24 going 25. They became the military governor of Rivers State. But they did very well. And that's one of the things I want to emphasize. If you look at the cabinet of Gowon then, he had quite senior experienced people that worked with him. People like Chief Obafemi Awolowo was his vice, and a very experienced person. If you go to my state, Rivers State then, there was a time King Spiff told all his commissioners were older than him. He was just about 25 years old. All his commissioners were older than him. And there was a story he told me. There was a day he called one commissioner and asked him to go and do something. And the commissioner turned and said, "My son, we will not do it this way." Said, "My son, we will not do it this way. But don't worry, we'll get this thing done." Because for you to run a state, you run a country, you need a bit of experience. It's not about punching computer. or any smart device. So the young people, to succeed, you also need the wisdom and the knowledge of the older people. I will encourage young people to hold offices, including, of course, somebody of 20-something years can manage big businesses, can also manage the country, if you have good people working with you.
That's Goodluck Jonathan talking extensively about democracy in Africa. Now, Goodluck Jonathan is truly a man of wisdom. I have grown to deeply admire and respect him. He emphasized that youth alone does not guarantee success in leadership, as the wisdom of elders remains essential. A sentiment I wholeheartedly agree. Yes, I agree with him, because his proposal is for the creation of a unique system that befits each African nation. I mean, why should politics be a business? Why? Just that the issue of electoral malpractice is a serious problem in Africa, a very big problem. That's why I really appreciate the likes of Randy Peter, Aisha Yusufu, Omoyele Sowore. Okay, these guys are preaching about electoral reform. Okay, reformation of the electoral system, and that is what we need at this point in time if we really want to grow, okay, as a nation. If we want democracy to survive in our nation, in Africa, in Nigeria, we need electoral reform. In fact, we need it before the 2027 general election. I mean, some people just relax, thinking that miracle will happen in 2027, okay? Having witnessed what happened in 2023, we still relax. I mean, play ignorance about it. No, when these guys, I mean, the likes of Randy Peter, Sowore, Aisha Yusufu, and the rest, okay, are preaching about electoral reform, most of the big wigs are not even concerned. Ignorantly, some of us just relax and expect things to work in 2027. It doesn't work that way. What surprised me most with Nigerian is our ability to believe and trust the system. We all sat down and saw what happened in 2023. Nothing has really changed. No reforms yet. And we believe this same system and same individual will have the capacity and morality to be objective this time around. No. Okay, I just cannot wrap my mind around it that any sense person will waste his or her time and energy in 2027 thinking this time around the system will fix itself without clear thought out electoral reform. As long as one man is judge, the lawmaker, the referee, everything, I doubt if any change is expected. I stand to be proven wrong. Yes, I stand to be corrected. Because from my observation, nothing has changed fundamentally in terms of the process of electoral reform. And the judiciary, anyone who expects a different result is living in self-denial. There's a lot of work to be done for the process to cleanse itself. This is what we must know, guys. So I don't really know what you think at this point in time. Let's know your opinion in the comment section, okay? Do you think we can get it right this time around? Do you think? Now, APC, you know, they are shift from Peter Obi to Jonathan now, okay? Ever since Jerry Ghana came out to make that statement that Jonathan will contest for the 2027 general election, they are not at peace. They've started attacking him left and right. They've shifted from Peter Obi to Jonathan. Let's know your opinion, guys. And what do you think? Do you think it will be possible for us to get this electoral reform done before the 2027 general election? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be right there to read your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more political updates.